Quartertone, I have it all the way to fourth. So the string E, A, D, G, C, F. And the C and the F, they're a half step up above what you would normally do on guitar. So other than that, it's standard tuning. What that allows me to do is to simplify the tablature a lot. So if I say just 0, 0, that's the low E. You might want an octave above that. On a quarter-tone guitar, there's 24 frets, so you just multiply times 2. So instead of 12 frets to the octave, you got 24. Right? So if I number the strings, starting with the low string at string 0, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so string 0, fret 0 is an E. An octave up would add 24s, so it's 24, which is string 2, fret 4. And because there are 10 frets in a fourth, that makes it really easy to figure out what string. So on string 1, if I said 24, what that means is string 1 plus 14. Right, it says 10 plus 14. And so this is fret 10, and this one up here is 14. So my side dots, as you can see, it's fret 10. Guitar, if you want to go up an octave, you go up 2 strings and 4 frets up. But because it's 24 frets, 2 strings, so it's a number 20, 4 frets, 24. Okay, and the important thing about the quarter-tone guitar is these scales here. Okay. The core is pentatonic, so this is D pentatonic. So that's 20, which is open string 2, okay? And then 26, which is fret 6 on string 2, which would be 3 on the guitar, but it's double because it's quarter-tone guitar. And then number 30, which is open string on string 3, or on string 2 it would be 10. Same note. Okay. And the beauty of the quarter-tone guitar is that you have the quarter-tone intervals. You normally for a semitone is a jump. Oh, you jump over 1 fret. Okay, whole tone you jump up 4 frets, which is jumping over 3 frets. So you'll see these 3 empty frets in between your fingers as the whole tone. And when you play notes on the same string, I guess it might be because of like the momentum of the string getting going. If you play 2 of the same interval, you get the harmonic kind of ringing through. But you can really hear this when you do a 3/4 tone, which is only available on the quarter-tone guitars. So if I do, so jump over 2 frets, and jump over 2 frets again. So this would be 20, number 24 in the tablature. 5, 6, 7, 27. String 2 fret 7, so Okay, you notice that I'm just kind of staying within a pentatonic framework for the most part. Okay, so you've got D, E flat, or D and E. There we got halfway in between, which usually is not going to be useful for chording. So when you usually need melody lines for. Okay, and there's a special chord which is. Fret up with open string on the string below. So 20 and 39. So it's a slightly, so it's a fourth that's 50 cents flat. So this is a fourth. I'm sorry, a minor 7. Yes, octave. 5 frets, you get this chord here. It has an interesting use. It's one of the places where it may break the rule where you always have 3 quartertones right next to each other. Normally you do like that. So in some places you'll add one of these next to a half tone. Quartertone guitar at all is because I'm trying to use the music system that you would typically use along with oud. This is basically a fretless nylon string guitar. It's just decorations. They have no relationship whatsoever to any scale. You just figure it out by ear. Quartertone scale. So there's some adjustments that you'll make when you play a major third interval. What you should do is you should bend the note up a little bit so that like. So you can really only hear that really well when you got distortion on. So. Bent up. So what it does is it takes the notes and kind of squeezes them together a little bit. You got something similar for your minor thirds. So what you do is you bend the top string. So for minor you bend the top string, and for major you bend that bottom string. And in both cases it's causing them to squeeze together. It's just that on the minor you bend the top up because the top note isn't quite sharp enough. You can hear a couple different versions of what the minor third would be. Play fretless, you're going to nail those intervals pretty much exactly, and it's not necessarily going to match what's going to be on a piano or somebody's instrument. You'll typically have the root note in tune with everybody else, but the higher notes will be in tune to make the timbre as clean as possible. You get quite a bit more sustain when you hit that right, because when the notes are not completely physically in tune, they pull the energy out of the strings when the strings are not locked tight like this tight. And I played a little see that beating, just kind of exaggerating it. That last phrase is one of the exceptions to the rule of just simply cutting the minor thirds in half with these. Normally what they do. They also go from here. So it's a slightly flat fourth. Instead of, if you didn't have a Quartertone guitar, you'd have to go. just play this next because it's one fret away. You don't ever want to make one fret jump. It just sounds like you're out of tune. So what you do is you do another one of these. Jump up here, quartertone, and then go down the half tone. Scales. So it's like Phrygian sharp third, which is also called Hijaz. It just happens to be that because this is a minor third, which I can kind of bend this top one up to. So this pattern here, so I go up a half tone and a whole tone. It's like a Phrygian shape, half, whole. And in this one, I actually split that minor third in half on the next string. Top string, it's whole, half. It gives you this curious pattern where it moves up one quartertone fret, like so here to here it's a semitone, and this string here is in the middle. So you get this pattern here. The main thing is you're stringing together shapes with this size in it, or this size, or whole tone size. Where you totally avoid this. It's too small, because it doesn't correspond to any of the string harmonics, like okay, there's a whole reason why the jumps don't get really small. This is like the smallest one you'll be able to hear. There's your semitone harmonic. And you get a whole bunch of them for these quartertone. And there's your first really strong one, the whole tone. So instead of thinking of things in terms of major and minor thirds, you should be thinking in terms of major and minor seconds, as well as neutral seconds. Case, I do whole tone and a half tone because that's a fifth and a sixth. I should properly stretch that one up a little bit to make it perfect. To be that it's a chord, so you'll sometimes instead of going all the way up, the whole tone goes forward. You come up a little short of it. And pick up that harmonic, right? It's the same thing we're doing with this. So I'm going to do some random hopping around major, minor, and neutral seconds. And when you do that, listen for the differences in harmonics when you move up, like versus this, which is really obvious.